to another edition of AC 24/7. I'm Lamar Baldwin. Shockwaves reverberating through the nation this morning for the first time in history. A person that's held the office of President of the United States faces criminal charges. The Advocate Channel's Gloria Pazimo is in New York outside the Manhattan courthouse, where former President Donald Trump is expected to turn himself in on Tuesday.
Former President Donald Trump now facing criminal charges after a Manhattan grand jury voted to indict him in relation to alleged crimes related to a hush money payment to an adult film star, all in the lead up to the 2016 presidential election. Trump and his lawyers defiant, expected to fight the charges. Meanwhile, law enforcement here in New York is preparing for the unprecedented surrender of a former U.S. president. Former President Donald Trump could face more than 30 counts related to business fraud when he is arraigned in New York Tuesday, marking the first time in American history that a current or former president has faced criminal charges.
I think the unprecedented indictment of a former president of the United States on a campaign finance issue is an outrage.
Sources familiar with the case tell CNN a Manhattan grand jury decided to move forward with charges against Trump late Thursday. The news drawing outrage from some Republicans.
This is legal voodoo.
Trump is expected to plead not guilty and call the indictment, quote, political persecution and election interference at the highest level. The long-running probe looked into whether hush money was paid to former adult film star Stormy Daniels during the 2016 presidential election, and whether that was done at Trump's direction. Trump's former attorney and fixer Michael Cohen was previously sentenced to prison on federal campaign finance charges over his role in the $130,000 payment.
This is about the adage that no one is above the law. This is also about that whatever laws that sent me to prison should send him to prison.
Now, what we are expecting next week on Tuesday, when the former president turns himself in right here in the building behind me, is a process that is faced by anyone who is accused of a crime here. He will be processed through the system. He will be fingerprinted. His mugshot will be taken, and then he will be presented before a judge who will likely release the former president on his own recognizance for an appearance at a later date, setting off a legal process the country has never seen. Reporting from Lower Manhattan, Gloria Pazimo, back to you.
And there's beefed up security outside the Manhattan courthouse. Members of the Secret Service are preparing for Trump's first court appearance on Tuesday. They'll be meeting with officials from the NYPD, the DA's investigators, and courthouse officers to go over the logistics of the historic arraignment. They say officials will conduct a step-by-step walkthrough of Trump's movements. Law enforcement sources are also saying authorities are monitoring social media and assessing threats that are being posted against the parties involved. Thank you for joining us for another edition of AC 24/7. For more content that advocates for you, go to advocatechannel.com and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and subscribe to us on YouTube. For the Advocate Channel, I'm Lamar Baldwin.